Hey everybody, it's Bust. Continue our playthrough of the Path of Champions. Today, we will be tackling Yasuo's half-a-star quest, the Bringer of Shadows, doing battle against Zed. And let's take a look at our Yasuo real quick. And so, he is up to 2 stars. The 2-star powers bring +1 starting mana. When an ally strikes, it gets +1 attack. And then on round start, if you have the attack token, stun the strongest enemy. In terms of the champion level, up to level 10, so he is pretty meaty. For this half-a-star quest, and for the relic, we're using when I'm summoned, refill your spell mana. This lets us do things, say like on turn 5, lets us play Yasuo, get 3 spell mana back, and then immediately follow up with a concussive palm. And so, we might have to come and upgrade our loadout real quick. Looks like we have to. Get up the Tabletop Tavern, get that kitty, the fist bump it is, and this wonderful set of emotes we use for everything. Laser Kitty, Garen with the cake, double up on the echoes, Heartbreaker in the bottom right, and Pride Twisted Fate, or Pride Steve, if you will. The way I always envision it, Twisted Fate isn't hanging out in Ma's basement. It's time for dinner. Ma yells down the stairs, "Hey, Twisted Fate, it's time for dinner." No, she doesn't do that. Let's be real. She calls him by his given name. I can't remember what it was. Someone on our constructed side of things pointed out what his name was. I just call him Steve. He's forever Steve to me. That's what Ma's yelling down the stairs. Of course, when he's at the bottom, he starts to go, "Ma, the name's Twisted Fate." But everybody knows his real name is Steve. And so, with all of that aside, we'll be starting here with Sorcery. This is one of the most powerful starting powers in the game. On the round start, refill your spell mana. It does kind of double up with our Yasuo ability, but we're not going to be playing Yasuo very early anyways. And so, very good to be able to play Concussive Palms on the first turn of the game. Okay, so we'll hang on to our cheaper cards here. Look for some more cheapers. See what we can do. Just going to go as aggressive as possible. We should be able to just end this one super fast. I don't know, Shadow Assassin, you didn't really do anything here. I'm not, like, intimately familiar with their deck. I don't want to get stunned and have this game go on another turn. So let's go ahead and add a unit. Looks like it doesn't get us out of a concussive palm, but if they play a unit, then we at least have some more options here. Okay. Victory. It's ours. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and pick up the Green Glade Duo, the cheapest unit option available to us. On to the champions. Again, we'll just be looking for something cheap here. Pantheon. You're kind of cheap. We don't have any real targetable cards, so he's not going to do that much, but why not? Why not, am I right? Then on to Ren. And so, round start, create a fleeting death mark in all players' hand. We can bounce back and forth with the ephemerals. I bet we have the advantage given that we get the full spell mana every turn. So you try your best, Ren. We'll see who sticks the shadow marks at the end of the day. Nothing? No ephemerals? Alright. We'll save the death mark for next turn. Sure you don't want to bring him? I just send it right back. Alright, we have to lethal yet? What do we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? It's a little short. Maybe we will play Yasuo this game. Getting close. We're almost there. Is anyone gonna play a death mark this game? Anyone? Doesn't seem to be the case. We'll just go ahead and concussive palm the Evershade Stalker. I guess we take a point of damage this way. Whoopsies, but typically good to just stun their ephemerals so they don't get to use them later. Now, here come the booms. Easy. Go in murder mode on this half-a-star quest, bringing all the damages in. Okay. Give us our post-battle spoils. Oh, this is very expensive. I'm just going to go with the Pale Cascade. It is interesting seeing Monastery of Harana just a completely constructed unplayable with the Haunting Trophy. That would make it pretty reasonably constructed, but that's not what we're doing here today. We'll just go ahead and pick up the cheaper card. Onto the Young Witch. Buy cards to add to your deck. Don't think we really need any of these. I don't want any more Pale Cascades. Don't want any ambushes. We can cycle around and look for cheaper plays. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. Alright, we tried. So what does Lingering Shadows? When a unit dies, grant a random unit in that player's hand +1/+1. I don't think any of our units are gonna die. It's not gonna do anything for us. Reasonable enough start. Pale Cascade is much better when we have the spell mana thing. I did manage to forget about that already, so it wouldn't have been that bad. Maybe we should have picked up some more copies, but I don't think it's going to matter. We're pretty far ahead in quality compared to this half-a-star quest's offerings. Nope. Get it out of here.
I dare you.
All right. Here comes the final blow, the killing strike, the game ender. Boom. GG, Silent Shadows here. Okay. Bring that final battle upon us. So let's see. Don't really want any of these. I guess we'll just pick up a Concussive Palm. Why not add a stun to the stun-based deck? Down to the Tasty Feyfolk, which is this. We can take some max health or get a friend. I'll take the max health. We're definitely going to need it. Down here, let's buy a powered. Sure. Not even going to look at the cards. Who needs them? Cut a card. What's the most expensive thing? We can take Yone out. Will of Ionia is actually pretty cheap in here, given that we get all the spell mana every turn. And then on to Zed. If the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's weakest unit strikes it. So that's how Zed gets around. Typically, Zed attacks, he makes the shadow, you just block one part, and then he doesn't get to level up. But with that ability, if you don't block both halves, then he's going to strike your Nexus and end up leveling up. We can just keep all this stuff. Like, I don't foresee us playing the Pale Cascade, but maybe. I don't know. We got all this spell mana, right? Zed's a pretty scary character. Excellent. That's not Zed. Oh, he doesn't have the mana for Zed just yet. Makes sense. Makes sense why I wouldn't play him. He only has 2 mana.
I dare you.
Alright, we lethal. What we got? 4, 7, 8, 9. 10 with the impact. Need a little bit more. Alright, you're done for, Zed. He doesn't have any mana. We're bringing the full weight of our abilities. Here it comes. The full board strike, taking Zed down with ease. And so, easy set of battles here, but Yasuo does get progressively more challenging. He's one of these champions to where the decks can really get awkward because stuns are such a awkward kind of card, right? If we say play a Mystic Shot, kill our opponent's unit, then we're just done dealing with that unit. But we can find ourselves with stuns to where opponent has a giant unit, we stun it, and then that just hasn't been enough to really to stop our opponent's actions. And so with our many of our spells being temporary, building around Yasuo wanting all of these temporary things, you will run into some challenges that are fairly obnoxious and a little bit challenging to do. But once you've kind of gotten in the mindset of picking a path and really chasing it down to where you don't have a deck to where it's like, in Constructed, we would call this like half-assing it, right? You don't want to half-ass anything, you want to whole-ass one thing. And so you're going to kind of pick, do I want to do aggression? Do I want to be a control deck? Do I really want to focus on the stuns? You're going to have to really kind of take a look at your powers and craft your deck around your powers so that you're going to maximize one thing instead of ending up in this trap to where your deck has like 2 or 3 elusives and 2 or 3 stuns and 2 or 3 recalls and a couple of expensive cards, and it doesn't have any real direction. That's your kind of main and biggest problem with Yasuo. We'll try to dive in with our further videos, and that will do it for us today. And so hope everyone enjoyed the video. You have yourselves a good one out there.